Welcome back to Sacred Therapy, guys. I hope that you are finding this in the 1111 portal. 1111 is a twin flame number. It's also a significant spiritual number, significant angel number. 11 is actually a mastery number. It's the mastery of self. If you want to take a look into that numerology, I definitely recommend it. But we're going to do a little bit more of a traditional reading. I'm not walking today because it is freezing where I am at. And by the time I get off work, it is nighttime. And again, it is freezing out there. And I do mean like wind chill is like 23 degrees outside, which is freaking cold. Okay, so we're gonna do an 1111 reading. I've been feeling like using the Nightmare Before Christmas deck because it's just that season. Yeah. So we're gonna switch it up. We're gonna talk about any more of the environments or any of that. Let's see what Spirit wants to tell us. What can the collective expect? Oh. So we have the 7 of Needles reverse along with the 3 of Needles. Yeah. See, Sally in this card is putting herself back together in the upright position, right? The 7 of Needles is about gaining new perception over heartbreak or endings, you know? So I feel like, ooh, that's perfect. So there's a release of mental and emotional anguish occurring for a lot of our collective. Let's see what else Spirit has to say. We are going to keep, talking in the little forward reading to give you guys a bit of variety. Plus, I don't exactly have a table. And the audio when I'm recording in my Bluetooth is a lot better than when I'm trying to show you guys cards and stuff. So we're going to work it out. Yeah. Yeah, see, I feel like because of all of this work that you guys are doing, Spirit is coming in with this divine judgment, this divine blessing. Okay. Yeah, this divine blessing. We have the 10 of Candles. So you may be feeling, things may be feeling very heavy, but I see in Spirit sees you taking a different approach to all of this toxic energy. How do you want that to fall, Spirit? Okay. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like a new opportunity, a new divine opportunity. This is the Ace of Pentacles, or the Ace of Presents, which would be the Ace of Pentacles. It is still about a divine offer. So a lot of you may going through an ending. That could be the end of a relationship, the end of a belief system, the end of an emotional cycle. Yeah. Yeah, and I feel like you're no longer teetering between one way or another way. I feel like you're firmly set, that you're not dealing with those heartbreaks and those burdens anymore. Like you cleared that mentality. What I'm also seeing is let me see this. Yeah, this is about being time to face the truth. Okay. Yeah, being brave. Yeah. I seen that card way differently. Yeah. So if you guys are going through an ending, it says this is the card break of heartbreak, betrayal, and wounded feelings. If the situation is making you feel like needles are piercing your heart, take care of yourself, express yourself, and work through your feelings in healthy ways. This hurts now, but it won't forever. Yeah, endings is tough. Let's see what this deck says about the judgment card. I like this deck's definitions of stuff. It's not like traditional. It tends to be not too traditional. All right. So if you are trying to make a decision about something that's going on in your life, this card says now isn't the right time to be hasty and impulsive. Consider your actions and choices carefully and take time to think things through. Remember that all actions have reactions. Be sensible and stay true to your conscience. Yeah. And then let's look at that Ten of Candles. Where we at? Here we are. Yeah, because this is upright. So the Ten of Wands is a burden card, but I wasn't feeling like this. Yeah. Okay. So sometimes big responsibilities come with big accomplishments. You're succeeding, and that's great. However, this means it's time to work even harder. If you're feeling burdened or overwhelmed, embrace a leadership role and assign some of the workload to others. You don't have to do it all by yourself. So for my hyper independent folks, this is exactly why I wanted to take a look at these definitions, because again, this is the Nightmare Before Christmas deck. It's an awesome deck. My mom got me this deck for either my birthday or Christmas or something. But I love it, and I've been feeling called to use it for today. Yeah, you don't have to do it all yourself. It's okay to trust other people, and I know sometimes because this is the way I have it set down is you're facing your truth so that way you can stand in your own power, but it's also like it's hard to trust people when people have shown you that they aren't trustworthy, or when folks have let you down, right? So when people have disappointed us, when things have not worked out um, the way we have wanted them to, it can get real hard to let people in, to let people help, to let people even be responsible for something. Um, and it's okay to need help sometimes, and it's okay to set things down occasionally if it starts getting too much. Okay. All right, let's go. Let's continue. Ace of Presents. Yes. Okay. So the Ace of Presents shows great things are coming your way. This could refer to a lucrative new job, a gift, or an unexpected monetary windfall. Take full advantage of new opportunities that appear because the time is right for success. And I did say that too. Okay, so see that some of them is similar, some of them is not similar. All right, and then we had the Two of Presents, which reminds you it's important to prioritize your time. There are only so many hours in the day. Make sure you're giving enough attention to the people and the things that mean the most. So your presence is a present. It is a gift to people. So make sure that you are giving that time and that energy to people that matter the most to you, because we don't get that back, right? All right. Then we have Nine of Presents. Yeah. See, this is like a wish fulfillment card for the Nine of Pentacles, but we're going to see what they says. Yeah, material abundance. You've made your dreams come true and are reaping the rewards of your hard work. Now that you have everything you need, it's important to set yourself up for sustained success by managing your income wisely. Okay, Spirit coming through clutch with the advice. All right, and then we have the Ten of Potions in reverse. So the Ten of Potions is like the Ten of Cups in the upright position. Potions is in the back. So reversed is the relationship in your life in hot water. If you feel like you're floundering, pause and think. Has there been a communication breakdown? Have your goals or needs changed? Have theirs? Stop treading water and dive below the surface to discover what's really at the heart of the problem. Ooh. Yeah. Spirits want you to have some tough conversations with people. So what else we got on this? Ooh. Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna say, what's really the heart of the problem? Like, what more do we have? And then Spirit popped out. Literally, the Hierophant. The Hierophant. Jack. I freaking love this movie. This was my favorite kid movie growing up. Like, for real. This is Halloween, Halloween, Halloween. Alright. Do you have a trusted mentor in your life? Whether they're an elected official like the mayor, or a teacher, community leader, or spiritual counselor, look to them for guidance. Even if you don't agree with all their ideas and processes, learning from them will help you form your own opinions on how to manage your life. That's what we're trying to do, Spirit. So I feel like spirit is letting you know to kind of follow your heart. Yeah. Okay. It's also like important for you to understand that you don't have to have proof to feel the way that you feel. Right? They just popping out. Alright, Spirit, how you want this to fall? Ooh. And more on this. So we have the 8 of Candles. Again, these cards have alternative meanings. So we about to just check them out. Yeah, so the 8 of Candles shows things are changing quickly now. You're feeling industrious and inventive and heading into a fast-paced time in your life. Use this fresh, inspired energy to transform the mundane into something delightful. And then we have the 5 of Presents. Presents again. There they are. Here we go. 5 of Presents. Yeah. See, these two cards came out together. We got fast moving energy and this 5. Yeah. This 5, so you're taking fast action to battle this right here, which the 5 of Presents represents material scarcity. So if you're in need of a helping hand at work or financially, ask for it. Sometimes this tarot card shows you're standing in the way of your own success. You'll have more luck if you focus on the positives and keep your head up. Well, absolutely. I was thinking if there's any more advice that Spirit has for the collective when it comes to love. And we have the Strength card popping up. So let's look. And again, similar but not identical. It's in the upright position. Though the behemoth is large and imposing, he has a soft side that celebrates creatures big and small. Bunny. If you look closely, and make sure that the card focuses. Strength isn't just about brute force, it's about having the self-control and sense to know when to be firm and when to lead with compassion. Don't try to use force to get your way. You'll be more successful if you lead by example and stay kind. Behemoth and Bunny. Alright, anything else on this? Need more elaborations on this new opportunity? Ooh, a whole stack almost try to fall out. Let's not do that. We want to get to the end. Oh, okay. the devil reverse. Mr. Oogie Boogie. Man. All right. Let's do it. The devil reverse. Okay. Got this opportunity. This Ace of Pentacles card. Okay. So reversed. Confront what scares you to release yourself from self-sabotaging behaviors that have been holding you back. Keep a level head and be brave. You may just find the great big Oogie Boogie in your life isn't as frightening as you think. Confront what scares you to release yourself from self-sabotaging behaviors that have been holding you back. Keep a level head and be brave. They keep saying that. Okay, bottom of the deck energy is the Six of Candles. So we finna go check that out. Alright, and then we gonna switch decks here. Alright, so upright success. This is a victorious card showing all your hard work is paying off and you're getting the rewards you deserve. Keep the momentum going by turning this self-confidence boost into motivation for your next project. I love that. Didn't I say that? Spirit be spiriting about the judgment and the rewards coming in for releasing the ideas that you are broken, releasing all of this heartbreak, right? And putting that behind us, not letting the past control what risks we take. Keep getting an overall message. So I feel like Spirit is telling you to be brave and you can achieve the success that you dream about. Let's keep it going. I want to get some more advice from Spirit. So I'm going to use my Messenger Oracle deck. May or may not have been a minute since you guys seen these. These are some of my older decks. Let's check this card out. Okay. Spirit, what do you have this? Ooh. Okay. The 3, we have be vigilant. I'm gonna read the meanings. I'm gonna grab those too because this is an oracle deck, guys. So they have lots and lots and lots of meanings. Oh. So the number 3 can also be significant, which is also about joy. It's also about friendship, community. For some of you guys, that can also stem from like the third party timeline. So it says be vigilant, so be aware. And then we have the number 12, focus and then act. And then the number 21, guys, I cannot make this stuff up. It is literally 333. So angel number 333. And then the last one is follow the moon, number 13. For the overall 4. That is crazy, guys. All right, let's get Spirit's advice. Tree. Yeah. Be watchful and cautious of both others' actions and your own. Stand ready to protect yourself from those who may covet what you have or seek to harm those you care for. But also be vigilant and watchful of your own actions, lest you be the one doing harm. Weigh your actions, be sure you act wisely, be sure you have done all that needs to be done before moving forward. Leave nothing to chance, lest all you have nurtured and cherished be undone by your own lack of vigilance. Yeah, that self-sabotage. See, we can definitely be our own worst enemy. We can be our own like we can bring the things that we fear right to the forefront by how we choose to show up in different situations for sure. So make sure you're being vigilant, be aware of yourself, be aware of other people as well. You can't control their side though. And I'm gonna keep saying that. You can only control yourself. You can be aware of what they're doing and how they're showing up and whether or not they come in legit or not, but you can't make them show up differently. You know what I'm saying? Focus and then act. There is something you want or need to make manifest, but to make your dreams a reality, you must focus your will upon that desire and do what needs to be done. Prayer alone will not give you that which you desire. There are things that you must do in order to have your hopes realized. Now is not the time for stillness or passivity. Now is the time to focus your will, your thoughts, and emotions, and to get up and take the necessary steps. Well, if Spirit didn't tell you to move your ass. Oh my God, Spirit be cracking me up. There's also dragon symbolism that could be significant, and we have two different horses as well. So know your power. And again, we have that moon. We've been having the moon here lately. So that was card 12. This is card 21. With know your power, you have choice in all things. Your power is born of that freedom to choose, but with that freedom comes the burden of responsibility. To know your power, you must accept responsibility for your part in all you experience, even when you allow another to impose their choice or will upon you. You have the power to choose if you wear a saddle or bridle, or if another will ride upon your back. Own your power, know it, and see it in all of your choices and actions. Whew, that's deep, yeah. We've been talking about taking our power back. This is different to knowing what your power is. Not just the act of taking it back, but knowing that you actively participated in all of your experiences. Those experiences did not happen to you, and to escape out of that victim mentality. Because I cannot stand that. Like, they did this, then you're trapped there. You're always going to be trapped there. Victim, survivor, those is legal terms. So, however society uses it, if you feel like you don't have a power in a situation, you gave your power over to that situation, and you have the choice and the responsibility to take it back. Okay? 13. Yes, follow the moon. Follow the moon. And I'm going to read the one under here too because I like that one. 3/4 of Gaia's surface is covered in water, and the moon's pull can lift the Earth's oceans at the equator and carry them along in her wake. 2/3 of the human body is also water, and therefore you also are subject to her power. As she waxes and wanes, so do you. Take note Follow the moon cycles and take note of how you think and feel as her light increases and decreases. Take time to explore and understand her influence upon both your body and your emotions. Yeah. Show that you care. And number 42. So 4 could be significant. 42. 6 could also be significant. Okay. Yeah. Show that you care. Do not distance yourself from life and those around you. Reach out, ask for help or support if you have need, or if someone within your circle is in need of care and support, then give it without hesitation or question. A trouble shared is a burden halved. Now is not the time to withdraw and be alone, nor is it time to leave another in need. Be aware, be caring, be compassionate, reach out, and be a friend, and allow others to be a friend to you. Mm. Mm-hmm. Reach out and allow others to be a friend to you. I kind of want to get some clarification on who spirit wants you to show that you care to. Four of Potions reversed. 5 of Candles. 6 Potions reversed. 4 of Potions reversed. Introspection can be really positive, but make sure to stay connected to the world around you. Take a moment alone, check in with yourself, and gather your thoughts, then move back into being social. Isolation will do more harm than good. Well, Spirit, is this for the collective or for me? Because I feel like Spirit trying to. No, you don't stop being a loner. I got real comfortable alone, you guys. Super. I don't really. People is a lot of work. A lot of work, and I don't got no patience. Five. Can't. You are not allowed to be alone. And then it says if you find yourself in a collaboration or partnership that's starting to become chaotic or difficult, take a step back. Pointing fingers, shifting blame, and bickering won't move things along. Control your anger and communicate clearly and rationally to get everything on the same page. And then the 6 of Potions reversed. Ugh. Nostalgia is in the air and it could be clouding your thinking. While reminiscing about the past can help you appreciate the present, keep in mind it's easy to romanticize past connections and events. Take care to keep your wistful thinking based in reality. Well, yeah, spirit. That's why I let go. What you talking about? Oh my God! Underneath it here, Queen of Needles in the reverse. That's when we being a cold-hearted bitch. Hold on, let me. Hold on, we need to get this message. Excuse me, collective. Queen of Needles. Where the hell is the needles? Potions. Okay. Nice. Yeah, okay, here it is. Yes, still. So make sure you check yourself and make sure you're not being a cold-hearted bitch. Reversed. The Queen of Needles becomes sharp and cruel. She can be callous and cold-hearted and uses her considerable brain power to manipulate others. Prone to volatility, and emotional outbursts. She needs to regain composure and keep a level head to avoid major conflict. Tripping. Of Needles. I don't think I'm being cruel, spirit. Oh snap. Yeah. Yeah, you're avoiding taking action on something which is making you uneasy. This card reverse often represents resistance or delay that won't benefit you in the long run. Leaving what's comfortable and familiar can be scary. Trust that this change will be worth the temporary discomfort. Alright, let's see if we can get some concrete stuff because we need to put all this ESP stuff back down into reality. See if we can get any traits about these people. Maybe. Any traits about these people. For the collective spirits, so we can. Yeah, this is somebody in love. Beauty, harmony, romance, charm, receiving, sensuality, luxury, wealth, diplomacy, magnetism, value, pleasure, adornment, adoration, attraction, indulgence, taste, and style. This could be somebody that you love, that you have feelings for. Could be a Sagittarius. Yeah, they could have tattoos. They could love horses, traveling. This is the second time I'm seeing roses. Something is significant about a rose. Maybe the color purple is their favorite. They also may really like to garden. This could be gardening for real, or garden. You know what I'm saying? For my 420 friendly folks out here. Okay. They could also be an Aries. So we have a fire sign that's significant. They could have a yellow car. Maybe they're into farming, because this look like corn stalks for a second. Seeing somebody really abundant. This could be somebody that you feel a sense of destiny with, because we have the North Node here. So soul, school, learning curve, fulfillment, purpose. It's been a maturing within your guys' connection, experience, fruition, North Star, process, development. Yeah, they've been blossoming. This person could have been a part of your beacon. They inspire you. The number 2 could be significant. This person may be really 3D focused on the material world, possessions, finance, values, worthiness, luxuries. You also may be really focused on your career, building your own success, your own abundance as well. Yeah, and spirit overall is like mind your business nosy. So this may or may not be a person that you already know or have met or at least know of. Yeah, so it's the unknown. This person, yeah, it's a mystery. You don't know what's gonna happen with this person. You don't know what's the potential of this person, and there's a lot of fear here. That's why we keep getting spirit talking about be brave, take that risk. So you guys have ESP together, there's psychic abilities. You feel like you could see God with this person. You have seen God, you have seen the synchronicities. And it's not anything that yeah, it's the universal truth. It's just one of your truths. So it is what it is. Like, there's no faking it, there's no masking it. And no matter if this person is ignoring you, if they're not talking to you right now, I mean, you guys are connected regardless, right? Yeah, there's a oneness with them, a oneness with source, the unnameable. Absolutely right. Yeah, this person forces you to do your shadow work. They trigger you too in both ways. So inspiration and also, and not in a negative way. This is not like somebody degrading you or being abusive or, running their mouth and just talking stuff. No. It's in the way that they show up. It's in the boundaries that they set for themselves. It's in just the inner knowing that you guys already experience, right? Yeah, there's that tingling sensation, right? And you feel like your guardians, your guides, the angels, other worlds, other realms, like it's all like conspiring together, to help make this happen in this life. Yeah. Okay. Let's get some actual. Let's get some more information. Oh yeah. Again, seeing tattoos, or this person could be really girly, so they could like jewelry, makeup, hats. Seeing scarves. We got shades. They may really like to travel. I'm seeing the mountains. They also may really love to fly. I love to fly. I love flying. Okay, I guess we're getting some traits. Flood. Express the ocean of your emotion. Spirit is trying to really encourage you to put yourself out there, to take a risk. Yeah, transition. See, express the ocean of your emotion. Yeah, and transition. Release attachments to what was and prepare for what is to come. Okay. I feel like we all in this transitionary period, this 11/11. Flying. We were just talking about flying. Arise and see a higher point of view. Yeah, this my divine counterpart definitely makes me see a higher point of view. Shopping. Pay attention to what energizes you. Yeah, this person is not going to feel draining. This person has their own light, their own hustle, their own resources. This person is not going to feel like a leech. Flower. Yeah. Pluck the weeds and plant the seeds of your most magnificent expression. Yeah. Somebody that definitely helps you really recognize yourself, really think about things, really be. Yeah, falling. They drop you into the deep end of your soul for sure. There's no, and like, see, at certain levels, like imagine being straight out of something crazy and toxic, and then just like, woo, here you go. Yeah, that was definitely not gonna happen back then. But today, I'm so sick of everything on the surface level. Like, I cannot have another petty connection. I cannot be another stepping stone. I'm not doing it. Yeah, party. Celebrate yourself. We ready. We here. And literally airplane. Spread your wings and fly. There's a lot of stuff about flying. Okay, underneath that, polish your communication skills. So again, we got some stuff about cell phone. Yep. Cat. Take care of yourself. Trust that if you do, you'll always land on your feet. Dance. Move to the rhythm of your soul. Wow. Spread your wings and fly. Yeah. You see all of this light? Like, I feel like when I'm talking about counterparts, do y'all know, like, the connection that I've seen looks like that. There ain't no red line. There ain't no red thread. There's not no red, none of that. All the red ones, in my opinion, and the ones that I've seen, those was karmics. I can definitely cut those with some cord cutting scissors. Okay. Just know that there's different types of karmics. There's good karma. There's bad karma. There's all kind of stuff. All right. I just know I'm no more of them comics. I'm good. I'm doing no more of that. No more of this superficial. No more casual. No more none of that. No. I'm done. You know what I'm saying? And that's where I feel like it is. Yes, time to move to the rhythm of my own soul. To say all of that, we got airplane, cell phone, and cat, and dance. Yeah. I feel like you're kind of coming home to everything that resonates with your soul right now. And I love that for us. Alright, this reading is getting a little long. So we're going to use the Kuan Yin Oracle and get some last minute advice. Kuan Yin Oracle. Blessing, guidance, and light for the Divine Feminine. So, Oracle messages, spirit guides, guardians for our Divine Collective. Okay. Got drink from the Emerald Fountain, and I'm gonna see if spirit has any others. Oh, that's a lot. Whoo. The Lotus Throne. Okay. I'm taking them because there are 3 of them. So, it's drink from the Emerald Fountain. We just gonna go through them. Drink from the Emerald Fountain, and we have the number 7. Says the divine feminine is encouraging of the awakening and empowerment of all living beings. When a sincere seeker is trying to find the way through, there is much help sent. It makes sense to be open to receive it. Indeed, to step forward and drink from the emerald fountain, which is the unconditionally loving heart chakra of Kuan Yin. Allow yourself to be nourished by the power and love of the Divine Mother flowing to you now. There is nothing to be gained in making life more difficult than it needs to be, other than unnecessary stress or perhaps the learning that it isn't as much fun this way. But this time you're going through a time of important spiritual growth. Your higher self has set a spiritual schedule and is planning on being at a certain destination in time and space to set events in motion, to benefit from synchronicities, and to be able to live out its divine purpose in the physical world too. The soul is very resourceful and is calling for divine help in getting to its destination on time. When you allow yourself to be helped, great reserves of support become available to you. Your soul is strengthened and nourished by the loving heart of the Divine Mother. As it is filled with the love from the emerald fountain, it can flow through you and you feel happier, more balanced, content, and peaceful. The more you allow yourself to be assisted, the more you will feel detached and trusting. You will find fewer problems actually arise for you, and when they do, you might be surprised just how swiftly they are resolved, sometimes with only a small amount of effort on your part. This is the benefit of allowing divine forces greater than us individually to nourish and support us. We allow the loving power, much greater than our individual consciousness, to do the heavy lifting, and our soul path unfolds more joyfully and more quickly. It is a doing without doing. You are at a point on your path where you need support to rise up and break through. You are invited to drink from the emerald fountain, to accept the love pouring endlessly from the heart chakra of the Divine Mother, as it will greatly benefit you, even in ways that are not as yet part of your conscious awareness. May your spiritual thirst be sated, and may you be supported and assisted by the Divine Mother. Since we're talking about new beginnings, I'm gonna read a healing at the Emerald Fountain for you guys too. This card is really good, guys. Ooh, it says laying or sitting comfortably. Close your eyes and let your breathing relax. Imagine that before you there is a sacred place filled with emerald green light, and you hear a fountain. It sounds like a waterfall, like a beautiful woman singing sweetly, like a crystal bowl being sounded and birds singing. You see or sense the fountain and allow yourself to approach it, realizing you are in a very special place of great power and love, the heart chakra of Divine Mother Kuan Yin. Allow yourself to bathe and drink in this fountain with respect and gratitude. Let yourself absorb it. Feel any emotion releasing and simply be. When you are ready, return to your breath and your body, and you may like to finish your healing with the prayer below. As you move through the following days and weeks, be open to saying yes, to allowing life to be easier, to letting go of that which feels heavy or obstructing, and to having utter faith in your process. Woo! And then we have Mother Fierce. Okay. 8. Yeah, Mother Fierce is your guardian. Nothing can penetrate the passionate fire of her fearless love. Your safety is assured, beloved, in the midst of any apparent challenge or threat, no matter how frightening it may seem, and no matter how insecure you might feel about taking a step on your spiritual path into more power. Know that you are safe, you are protected, you are loved. Beloved, you've been growing spiritually, and sometimes this evokes responses from others. The responses may be loving and affirming, encouraging and validating. Many will choose to be inspired by your growth. Sometimes, however, lower vibrational responses will arise, which might be fearful, insecure, jealous, or angry. These responses arise so that they can be healed. The healing for you is in how you choose to allow yourself to shine and not be diminished by the healing process of another. For the other, their healing is their journey, and you have offered them a great service. Know that you do not need to be afraid, nor do you need to hold yourself back out of fear. There is nothing that escapes the notice of beloved Mother Kuan Yin. As a divine mother of fierce compassion and protection, she sees all, she knows all, she blesses all. She can lift you beyond fear and threat, beloved, into a place of unity with divine love that secures you against any would-be threat and delivers you into peace. For you to benefit the most from her protection, you need to trust in her light and realize that she is shining through your own inner light, that she and you are one in truth. From this perspective, you can realize that you always have the right to say no to any energy of fear or doubt that seeks to cause you harm. Harm comes from a lower vibration. It does not need to be feared, but it does need to be responded to with assertiveness and compassion. Kuan Yin now helps you retain your inner peace in the face of any lower vibrational energy so that you can be kind and accepting of the divine essence in all of existence, no matter how heavily veiled the divinity appears to be, and yet also remain assertive that only unconditionally loving vibrations are welcome in your energy field. Okay. Yes. Princess of the Autumn Harvest 22. We just keep going straight on down the line, don't we? All right. The Princess of the Autumn Harvest brings gifts of bounty and blessings for efforts and actions of the past. It is a time when fruits of labor is ripe for the picking. A beautiful blessing is on its way to you now. This may come in the form of a spiritual gift, an opportunity, a windfall of abundance, a significant relationship, or an important friendship, and more. With gratitude in your heart, you will recognize the blessing when it comes to you, and it will serve you perfectly. Be open to receive it, knowing it is justly deserved. It might be an obvious blessing where your heart sings and your spirit soars. Or it might start off as a hidden blessing, which leads you to that heart opening state in a less obvious way. Sometimes we don't realize that we are being blessed because the blessing is in avoiding something that would have caused us unnecessary pain or suffering, distracting us from our path and lowering our vibrations for a time. It may only be sometime later that we realize that we were indeed spared what could have been great suffering. Sometimes we don't ever realize how loved and protected we are in precious moments where we are gifted blessings in disguise. To be able to open to receive more blessings in your life, and many are available from the endless loving. Yeah, see, sometimes heartbreak, sometimes pain is your protection. Sometimes because you're going to walk away from it. And if it didn't hurt, then you wouldn't have walked away. Right? Pain can be a powerful, powerful motivator. Yeah, to be able to be open to receive more blessings in your life, and many are available from the endlessly loving, compassionate, and kind spiritual beings that surround us at all times. We can begin to cultivate a blessed frame of mind, allowing the Princess of Autumn, beloved Kuan Yin, in her mode of grace, blessing, and bestowal of gifts to reside in your heart will help you enter this state. The easiest way to do this is to have gratitude in your heart as often as possible, even if you are not sure why your life is unfolding in a particular way. Imagine that behind every circumstance, the divine hand of your own magnificent higher self, assisted by Kuan Yin, is guiding you deeper into your own bliss. This blessing comes to you in a specific reward for endeavor, effort, and inner work over time. It will look and feel like something precious that has been gifted to you from a benevolent universe. And it is. Have faith, be open, and receive, beloved. Your time has come. Sit with your journal. For a moment, just center your awareness in your heart. Say, beloved Kuan Yin, Princess of the Autumn Harvest, help me be centered fully in my heart now. When you are feeling connected with your heart, say, I am so grateful for the blessing that is delivered to me now. I am so thankful that I can easily recognize and receive this blessing with my open heart. Thank you for divine assistance and unconditional love. When you are ready, write whatever occurs to you in your journal for a few moments. Don't think, just write or draw. If you don't feel anything, that is fine. Say the prayer below instead. I am divinely blessed. My heart is so full of blessing, it overflows through my entire being and energy field. I receive blessings so easily. My joy inspires others to be open to blessings too. The Princess of the Autumn Harvest, beloved Kuan Yin, knows my worthy heart and bestows abundant gifts to me now. Okay. And then we Shining Lotus. Yes, cleansing. Yes. There are times when it makes sense to be discreet until you find your inner strength so that you feel empowered enough to share your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs without wavering, even in the face of challenge by another. At other times, we benefit ourselves and others by taking a risk and allowing the inner lotus blossom of our true self to shine forth for all to behold. Have you been hiding in the spiritual closet, beloved? Sometimes it makes sense to avoid sharing your thoughts and feelings about spiritual beliefs and other personal matters until they are clearer in your own mind. However, there are also times when hiding your deepest truths away from the world will no longer protect you, but actually hold you back from living your divine destiny, shining the lotus light of your own soul and walking your path in the world. This does not mean that you have to make a grand announcement, unless that is what is in your heart. But it does suggest that there is something within you that you could share with another. Or be more open. It might be a talk with a loved one about some significant feelings that you have kept to yourself, or beginning to be more open about your beliefs and your abilities. Once you put your energy into the world, you magnetically attract like minded souls into your life, which will then encourage you to share yourself even more. Don't worry if there are those that seem to be challenged or threatened by your beliefs. They don't have to have the same beliefs as you. For you and them to be safe and loved and on the spiritual path, which is unique for all of us. You and others can benefit greatly from you staying true to your heart, and at the same time being open to the fact that they will have their own truths that they may differ to yours, and that is just the way it is. You don't have to convince others or be convinced of anything yourself. All you need to do is listen to your own heart. If there is something that you have been holding within, you are guided to listen to your heart for the first time, and the best way to share it. Let the lotus light of your own heart, your own soul, your own inner truth shine openly. Be gentle with yourself and know that you have a right to be here on this planet in your own truth, and that no matter what the response, whether a response of affirmation and love or a response of discomfort, your truth serves the greater good. Trust in the strength of this lotus light shining. It is more powerful than fear or doubt. It will light your way more deeply on your spiritual path of peace, purpose, and power. Hmm. This is the prayer. Beloved Kuan Yin, Mother of Mercy and Compassion, bless me with divine timing and divine words, that I may express myself truthfully and well, and that my truths may be healing for all concerned, for the highest good. So be it. Bless my lotus heart with shining peace and love. The lotus throne. Okay. All right. The same lotus wisdom that enlightens beloved Kuan Yin in all spiritual matters is the very same lotus light within your own heart. It can take courage to trust your own inner light, to ascend the throne of your own inner spiritual authority, especially if the light of others around you seems more powerful than your own. You are being asked to trust this inner guidance above all others now. Have faith in your own heart. Know that you are divine. I'm going to read the prayer. Okay. You burn bright in my heart, guiding me eternally, divine lotus of light, my very own heart. I ascend to the lotus throne within you. My power, my wisdom, my love, and light acknowledged. All is well within my own soul. By Kuan Yin's grace and my own divine fire, I trust and empower myself spiritually now more than ever. At this time, the inner teacher, the guru within all, the goddess light of Kuan Yin in your own heart is speaking to you, urging you to trust your own divine nature more deeply than ever before. You are being asked to ascend to the lotus throne of your own divine soul. Trust your courage, beloved. Your journey is taking you into spiritual maturity, and you will need to acknowledge that you have spiritual authority within your own heart. Yes, you can learn from others, but always honor your inner teacher, as this is your own unconditionally loving and flawless guide, the part of you that is pure divine wisdom, always has been and always will be. Yeah, this oracle has come to you to guide you to trust that your own inner teacher is growing stronger. that you have more spiritual wisdom than you may have previously acknowledged, and that you will benefit greatly from heeding your own heart's guidance at this time. Remember what I was saying when Spirit was like, yeah, give him a chance. Don't be the cruel queen, blah, blah, blah. I don't care if they see me like this. Okay? If in my heart, they don't value me as a person, they're just trying to get whatever they can get. I ain't getting used no more. I'm good. I'm not trying to use nobody else. I'm good on that too. Okay? I'm cool. That's an automatic trip to low frequency bill. We good. We don't need it. Been there, done it. Got the scars to prove it. We not moving in. We're out. Moving on up. All right. Yes, to the celestial mountain. That was a perfect segue. Voted one. Moving on up. Bro, I miss the Jeffersons, man. I miss regular TV. I miss regular TV. Jesus, I miss regular TV, man. Like, I'm so sick of all this ad crap. And they done cut up all the movie. It's trash, man. This Roku and Wi-Fi TV, trash. Anyways, okay, I digress. To the celestial mountain. There are times when divine energy is needed to help us achieve our spiritual goals. Oh, goodness. When you do not feel completely in control of your destiny, the divine is usually gifting you with an opportunity to reach for assistance and to invoke divine power, to call to the celestial mountain so that you might be gifted with a far superior outcome. Your permission to beings that love you unconditionally to offer your help is an expression of spiritual empowerment. Whoa. I'm not understanding anything that I just read. Excuse me while I just reread this again to my damn self. Okay. There are times when divine energy is needed to help us achieve our spiritual goals. When you do not feel completely in control of your destiny, the divine is usually gifting you with an opportunity to reach for assistance and to invoke divine power, to call to the celestial mountains so that you might be gifted with a far superior outcome. Your permission to beings that love you unconditionally to offer your help is an expression of spiritual empowerment. You empower those forces to come to your aid and help you manifest your life purpose and destiny. You are being asked to empower the divine to help you, to call to the celestial mountain within your own heart, to reach out and allow the divine to assist your current life unfoldment. We live in a free will universe, and no matter how much you are loved, in fact, because you are so loved and respected, no being will intervene for you without your permission. Do not believe that asking for help means that you will grow weak or dependent and not grow spiritually. You are doing this to grow in your own mastery at a soul level, not to hand over your life and not take personal and spiritual responsibility for it. Asking for spiritual assistance helps you grow in trust, wisdom, and understanding of the nature of the universe and how it operates. Learning to ask for and receive holding that whole deck is kind of crazy. Alright. Where was I at? Yes. Learning to ask for and receive divine assistance helps us learn the art of surrender so that we can merge with greater spiritual forces than our own individual selves. Something wonderful begins to happen. You will discover that your divine self is a powerful living expression of the source of the universe. You have within you the power, love, and sustenance of the source of life itself. When we call to the celestial mountain, we are remembering that we are divine in our own heart. We gain power through this remembrance, and we can help others remember too. So the more you choose to spiritually empower the divine to assist you, the stronger and more conscious your relationship with beings of light becomes, and the more you begin to realize the similarities that exist between your own divine nature and those beings. In other words, in keeping good spiritual company, you begin to realize your true nature. Make sure that you empower those beings who genuinely love you unconditionally. When asking for help, always say 3 times, I call on those beings who love me unconditionally. Then say, I thank you for your clear guidance and assistance on this matter so that I may grow in my own spiritual mastery with peace, love, and joy of my own free will. So motivate. Oh, this prayer is crazy. Y'all gotta hear this prayer. So, beloved Kuan Yin, in the ashram of your celestial mountain, hear me. Please help me to let go of my difficulties in receiving help, in any feelings of worthlessness or distrust that prevent me from being guided, moved, and placed in positions of divine assistance for my greatest good. Help me feel worthy of help, and help me receive the help which comes to me in unconditional love now. Thank you. I feel like this is a mic drop. We're going to get, if you're rocking with me still, we're going to get a couple messages for our divine collectives. It's after work. I do not English well after work because I spend a lot of time talking to people and helping people do stuff and teaching people how to do stuff. Huh. 11. This love scares me. Be brave. That's what Spirit said. Be brave. Be brave. And another one. Do you think about me too? Yeah, I want a fresh start with you. Another one. That's making 11:11 in the 11:11 reading, okay? 8. I want you. These cards really are forward facing. I think it's just the way it is looking. I don't even know. And then number 5. If I follow you, I could lose everything. Why would Spirit pair you with somebody? Yeah, see. Maybe that's what we need divine help with. I'm open to compromise. 2. So 852. We got 11:11. I'm open to compromise. Alright. Let's give them a crystal. So, what crystal baby can help them, help the collective, help us Help us all, Spirit. Help us all. Ooh. Oh my Lord. All right. We have topaz. Okay. Topaz. And chrysocolla. Chrysocolla. And citrine. Obsidian. Malacolite. 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 Malachite. Malachite. Malacolite. Whatever, however you pronounce this. And if y'all are 12, y'all probably can't read that because I don't even think this is in real cursive for real. It's just in some real, like, oh no, that's. I feel like I need to see they N's and they M's. Nah. Ooh, and Amber came out too. Okay. Topaz, Amber. Where's my other phone? Hello. Yeah, topaz. Different colors of topaz are also believed to have unique properties, such as blue topaz for communication or golden topaz for prosperity. So topaz is for love, affection, strength, wisdom, and good fortune. Yeah. Throughout the history, topaz has been used for healing with the belief that it can cure ailments like poor vision or lunacy, protect against poisons. Some traditions believe it can bring spiritual enlightenment. Topaz is used in healing energy practices to enhance confidence and create emotional balance. Color specific meanings: blue is associated with loyalty. So this blue right here, this is definitely the blue one represented on this card. Associated with loyalty, righteousness, and clear communication. But if you find a gold topaz, that means believed to attract prosperity and abundance. Clear is used to amplify spiritual growth. And then let me get this Chrysocolla or something. Chrysocolla. Wait, Chrysocolla, blah. See? This Chrysocolla meaning Chrysocolla. Chrysocolla. Stone of empowerment, communication, and calming. I can't even say this stone's name, but yes. Historically, it's been called the wise stone for aiding in negotiations and is known for promoting harmony and tranquility. Metaphysically, it is a grounding stone and that encourages spiritual growth, balance, and self-awareness through its connection to the heart and throat chakra. It encourages self-expression and empathy, Soothing energy helps to wash away stress and emotional strain, promoting a sense of peace. It is also used to support emotional healing, personal transformation, and balance during times of stress. Historically seen as a wise stone, is believed to increase intuition and guide discretion. Helps anchor the user to earth and restores balance to both the mind and body. This is believed to shield and encourage the mind. It says Cleopatra wore it to symbolize wisdom and peace. This is used as a healing stone to strengthen the body's resistance to illness and emotional duress. This is linked to the goddess Sophia, exalts feminine energies, and the goddess Hathor, beauty, love, and joy. This is typically blue, green, or turquoise, primarily connected to the heart and throat chakra. Citrine. Citrine promotes joy. We've been over citrine before. I feel like citrine is pretty common, but we'll go into it in case you're here for the first time and you don't know. Yeah, wealth, prosperity, and success is the merchant stone, considered a stone of positivity, joy, and energy. Boosts confidence, combats fatigue, brings a sunny disposition. Link this yellow stone to the sun and believe to enhance happiness, fertility, and intelligence. This is typically a stone kept in business places for income growth. So I feel like Spirit is trying to be like, yes, about that income growth. All right. It also, citrine is thought to infuse its users with vitality and energy, helping to overcome challenges and combat fatigue. We all need some of that in this freezing temperatures. If you're watching this at the time I'm posting it, it's freezing right now. Citrine is thought to infuse its user with vitality and energy, helping to overcome challenges and combat fatigue. It is also associated with the solar plexus chakra, which is linked to personal power, self-esteem, and confidence. So citrine will help you get back your confidence if it feels like anybody has attacked you. We also have, angel number 5, 22, 4 again, 41 for 5 again. Then we have 37, 4, 1 again. And this is Malakalite, the one I can't pronounce. Mind y'all's business. Malachite, whatever. The stone of transformation, yes. Symbolizes growth, healing, and protection, believed to help with emotional healing by absorbing negative energies, aiding in personal growth by encouraging change and offering protection against negative influences and electromagnetic pollution. Its meaning also extends to balancing emotional and spiritual growth, promoting courage and increasing confidence and strength. Consider a powerful stone for facilitating positive change, helping you overcome fears, embrace new beginnings, and break free from old patterns. I'm gonna need to give me some of this. Just take this card with me. You got some of this, lady? Take this with me to the spiritual shop. This guards against harm and even protects children. Malachite is used to deep energy cleaning and emotional healing, particularly through its connection to the heart chakra. It is also thought to absorb pain and help one release old emotional baggage. Bro, I love how Spirit be doing that. See? Problem, solution. Problem, solution. Problem, solution. So it's so satisfying to me because I'm a very results oriented person, for real. Yeah, stone is associated with spiritual growth and balance, helping to open the heart and throat chakras, and align the body's energy centers. Courage and confidence. It can provide the courage needed to embrace change, overcome shyness, and build confidence and inner strength. That bitch. So, I'll be alright. While malachite is believed to act as a spiritual guide by absorbing negative energies and pollutants from the body and environments, revealing patterns. It can show you what is blocking your spiritual growth, bringing light patterns that need to be changed, promoting accountability. It is said to encourage you to take responsibility for your actions, thoughts, and feelings. You can wear malachite as jewelry to harness its transformative and protective energies, or you can place it in your home to benefit from its protective and healing properties. I need to go to the crystal shop. All right, sorry guys. Amber. Amber is for protection. I know that for a fact. Amber's a lot more common. You can see it in movies. They've been using it for a long time. But this is bottom of the deck energy, warmth, protection, and cleansing. Often referred to as a liquid, sunshine, or stone of life. It is believed to absorb negative energy, promote physical and spiritual healing, provide a sense of empowerment and optimism. Historically, it was used as an amulet for good luck and protection from evil spirits. Life and renewal. As a fossilized tree resin with ancient energy, amber is strongly tied to life, healing, and rejuvenation. In ancient times, some cultures believe it contained the essence of life itself. It is used as a protective stone to shield against negative energies and to cleanse the aura of heavy moods and negativity. It is also thought to silence the inner critic. Ooh, I'm gonna need some of this too. Connection to the sun. Its warm, radiant energy is frequently linked to the sun, bringing feelings of optimism and sunny disposition, wisdom, and empowerment. Associated with wisdom, inner strength, and a sense of empowerment, it is believed to support self-worth and confidence. Amber is thought to help alleviate stress, draw out toxins, and rejuvenate tissues, and help with healing emotional trauma, and work to soothe depression or the grieving process. It is said to be effective in clearing and reactivating the chakras, especially the solar plexus and sacral chakras. Historically, amber was used as a powerful amulet to ward off evil spirits and bring good luck. Ancient Greeks, and Romans held amber in high regard, with the Greeks believing it was the tears of the gods, and the Romans using it as a symbol of wealth and power. I already have obsidian around here, so I'm gonna give me some of this too. That is the reading that I have for you guys today. I thank y'all so much for being here. I know spiritual growth, spiritual work, it's not easy. It's not easy to look at yourself. It's not easy to be vulnerable and open and honest with yourself about everything, right? It's even harder to let other people be a part of those experiences, be a part of those, um, journeys with us. So at the end of the day, like, we did a lot of looking and reading at books, and these are decks that I don't really use too much. I haven't used these decks. I don't even remember buying this deck. So that tells you how long it's been since I've used. I was like Kuan Yin Oracle. When did I buy this? So it's like brand new, which is why I was reading the like pages in the book and everything. I do channel, I do get downloads from Spirit, but as I said, I don't force it, so I do use the cards. And today just felt like more of a card kind of day. Yes. Okay. But this deck is nice. I did not remember purchasing it, but I know I felt called to use some of my other decks that were sitting over on my table. I have decks everywhere because I'm in the middle of doing the zodiac readings, all of that. Those are coming, guys. I had to figure out and get through some stuff. So, like, a really good friend of mine, somebody that I care about a lot, her life just kind of exploded. And it was tough, and I had to be there for her for that, and I had to be there for myself for that. Because a little piece about me, and I've talked about this in a couple of the other videos, but it says something about messy mountains, and it's domestic violence. So if you have experienced like any level of abuse, physical, emotional, spiritual, any of that, I am not the type of person that can just stand by and let that go down while my people, are, hell, even strangers sometimes, while people are trying to like deal with stuff. Like, I'm not about to just let things go down. It's something that I feel very, very passionate about, and I still feel like it's the right thing to do. It's not always received well, especially by parties that are involved. But the good news for me is she's good. Everybody's alive, you know what I'm saying? And none of the, I won't say none of the damage was permanent, because I feel like that could be relative, right? So if you're healing from these old heartbreaks, this old stuff, this is the kind of stuff that I'm talking about. Like, people can get real distrustful of their own, like, personal judge of character, their own, faith with spirit. And spirit is, and I get it, and I took time from 2020 to now. That's a lot of time, right? I took a lot of time to work through my shit. I'm still working through my shit. I seen the rabbit in the hare story too. Slow and steady wins the race. But apparently in this reading, Spirit is telling you that you also have your to-do list to get to done, right? So get your to-do list to done. Do what you're feeling called to do. Put your work out there. I'm going to be following Spirit's advice, and this is going to be, you know, motivation to use an inspiration for my next projects, right? So, not her story, of course, but because I have my own stories. But you know, just being able to pay it forward, to be there for people, to be a good friend, to show up for other people, you know, and have that be appreciated and valued is really nice. So, and even when it's not, that kind of tells you who's who, right? When somebody thanks you for, you know, looking out versus when somebody is very upset that you are even there or trying to look out or, you know, trying to be involved. That's usually the person that's in the wrong. Not all the time, but typically, yeah, it is. So if you're navigating those domestic violence situations, please make sure that you reach out to actual police. Make sure that you are doing, you know, your reports and stuff. Looking out for your own self, protecting yourself, and make sure that you are leaning on, you know, people that can help you. And if you are completely isolated, there's crisis intervention lines, there's help hotlines. You can go to your local police station, firehouse, hospital, school. You should be able to go to any community resource to get assistance or help with this type of thing. Okay. What we should not be doing is suffering in silence, hanging our heads in shame, and acting like it's just something that strong people don't go through. That's bullshit. I'm a very strong person. Domestic violence can happen to everybody. It's not weakness versus strength. It's not any of that. It's two people that clash very toxically together. It's two people that bring out the absolute worst in each other consistently over a very long period of time. Okay. Again, you are not a victim in this situation. Even if you are not the aggressor, you are still a participant, and I would advise you to stop participating in that type of connection because they go nowhere. I used to talk to brick walls. I do not anymore. I've said that a lot of times. I'm gonna continue to say it. I love how it's like making its way around. Because I talk to a lot of people. I know a lot of people. I've worked with a lot of people. I've done a lot of stuff with people. You know what I'm saying? So when I do isolate, it may look like I'm trying to go into my shell or whatever, but sometimes it's just for sanity purposes because I feel overwhelmed and I feel like I can't, you know, cope with this shit. So when life gets heavy, the channel is kind of the thing that gets left behind because it's also really hard to, like, you know, face you guys and have this entire conversation and, you know, be transparent with y'all. Because I don't know you. You don't know me. You know what I'm saying? And people have lots of opinions. I was already dealing with too many people's opinions. Why would I invite more in there? You know what I'm saying? So, all of that to say, check on your people. Check on your strong friends. Check on your crazy friends. Really check on your crazy friends. Um, because I feel like that's a lot of that's a lot of my generation. Where crazy is worn like a badge of honor. Okay. So check on your cray cray friends, okay? Because we all need help. I literally thought that I was one of those, crazy people, and normal people was boring, and this is wild to me. And I'm really grateful for Spirit for these gifts, for blessing me with, these conversations. And I have no idea where the channel is going to go. I have no idea who these videos will reach. But I've actually been surprised. The channel's gotten a lot more views recently than I've seen in a long time, guys. And I don't think I'm really doing anything different. To be honest with y'all, I really don't think I'm doing anything different, but I guess I'm here for it. I'm happy for it. Um I know I don't fit whatever images people be having in mind, and that's cool. I'm not here to fit into anybody's images. I'm here to be myself. So, yeah, I'm wishing you guys healing, love, definitely unconditional love, and light. And I hope you guys are healing your inner children, your inner child. Allow yourself, the person you have grown to be, to reparent yourself, recondition, uncondition. Throw the conditioning out the window. Yeah. Do whatever needs to be done to shake things up, to get that release. And I'll catch you guys in the next one.